Scorpio or Scorpio cross watcher. Thank you guys for being here with me today. This is going to be a message for you. Feel free to reverse it if you need to. I know this isn't going to be for everybody, it's pretty specific, and I am noticing a trend here, at least in my videos for Scorpio in the past couple of ones. Okay, so the trend is there's too many people involved. For one, too many people. And I know that because I'm pretty sure if it was not the last video I did, oh, here we go with the eye. If it was not the last video I did, it was probably the one before, I don't know. There are some people who, and like it even really matters. I don't see why it matters. I mean, anyway, there's people here who really like you, okay? You'll see where I'm going with this. And then people who don't like you at all. I mean, I'm talking like to the level of really intervene is the word, really intervening in another individual's life just to keep you out of it, like to keep you away, to whatever, okay? You're like the plague, you're like whatever they feel. So I've been sitting here for a minute and I can feel you and I can feel another person. Could be someone you're with, could be someone you're with, could be someone you're not with that wants to be with you, could be someone you're not with anymore that wants to be back with you. I do think this is a romantic message. And these people just don't, they like relentless. I'm talking no matter what. So if you're, let's say this, if you're with somebody, if this message resonates, somebody on their side or somebody on your side, we'll stop at nothing. And it may not just be one person, it could be a couple of them. I hope you can hear me. The air's on and I also have the fan on. It's blowing my hair in my face. I'm eating my hair. Won't quit. Just will not stop, whether you know about it or not. Just constant drama, constant shit. Like, oh yeah, you know, they might even say you're like tearing apart the family, or I don't know, something about you. It's like they got something to say, or the way that you parent, or the way that you love them, or the way that whatever. But this, you and this person are totally fine. Y'all seem to. I mean, everybody's got their problems, you know, but y'all are fine. You know, as long as everybody else could stay out of it, you would be fine. If you're not together and this is someone who wants to be with you, I think they're going to have a person, or you'll have a person, hell, both of y'all might even have a person that will like try to make sure that doesn't happen. Even if it's just saying shit. You know, if this is someone where y'all were involved before and you haven't been in however long, doesn't matter how long, maybe it was recent, maybe it was a long time ago, same thing. But then you have people who are like, no, just leave them alone, let them, they're fine, they're for it, they're in agreement. And I'm just sitting here thinking of you guys, like, why can't everybody just, like, why do they feel they need to inject themselves into your personal life? I don't get it. Why does anyone here feel the need to inject themselves into your relationship or into, you know? Some of you, this whole message is reversed. Some of you are like, I'm not dealing with anybody. I'm not going to be dealing with anybody. I'm single and I will be single forever. I'm dating nobody. I'm dating myself. I'm dating whatever. I'm dating the fork on my plate right now. I'm about to have a dinner date with my dinner that I just cooked, and I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it more than I've ever loved anything. I'm going to love it. So tomorrow I'm going to love that meal too. You know, whatever. It could be reversed. Could be someone that's connected to you that is just wanting to be happy. Someone here just wants to be left, or they should want to be left the fuck alone. Just be happy. I just want to be with who I want to be with, or I just want to be alone. Like, why the controlling here? Why? Why is somebody so controlling? Why does someone have to insist on being so opinionated about an individual's love life or an individual's life period? Like, it's someone in the family, or it's someone's ex, or it's someone's friends, or it's someone's like, you must be a threat in some way for someone to be that opinionated about you, you know? And I don't even want to focus on that. Like, my back is killing me now. I don't want to focus on that, because why? Like, there's so much beautiful energy here. And I can't even think about it. I can't even focus on it because of this. It's really hot in here too. Like, it's really hot. I feel like my hair is sticking to me. It got hot all of a sudden, like super hot, and the air cut on, and now I'm aware that the fan is on. It's just like, you're kind of that cool breeze, but then you have this, like, you're cool. That's it. You're cool with shit. You're cool with things. You're okay with being cool with people who aren't even cool with you. You're okay with getting along for the sake of getting along, or getting along because you love this person. You're like, I'm aware your family doesn't like me, just as an example. But if holidays are coming up, I'll go over there. Like, you're fine. You're not dramatic. You're not going to start any fights. You're not going to make sure that you, no, you're going to just, what is that? Like, compromise? You're cool with compromising. Like, what? Why can't, but what you're not cool with is the fact that you're not trying to create any drama and someone's trying to create drama in your life, okay? And if not yet, this could be something that's coming. You know, that's just going to make somebody here, whoever that's happening to, whether it's happening to the both of you or it's happening to one person, all that's going to do is make someone want the person more. It's all it's going to do when people are in resistance like that and trying to force a person to do what they want. It's just going to make someone want an individual more. I guess it depends on the person though, maybe not, because sometimes people will let their family and friends and whoever come in the way. Now, if somebody's bad for someone here, I can understand that. I can understand if someone's bad for someone, if someone's getting an individual involved in the wrong things or things that are illegal or could get them in trouble or put them in danger. Okay, granted, that's a given. But I don't feel that here. I don't even sort of feel that here. If anything, I feel like you have, or whoever this is, this person has really grown themselves, really developed and willing to work on themselves, willing to work on things very, what's that called, where you like, the only word that I can think of is compromise, willing to compromise. This person or you, whoever this is, works well with others and doesn't mind at all, and willing to do the hard work and willing to go to therapy if we got to go to therapy. Like, I'm willing, I'm willing. But I don't know, like, because I feel like your last message, or one of them I had, there was a man, but it could have been a woman too, but I specifically picked up on a man who was in total like support, there you go, in total support of someone, and was almost like, what are you doing? You should be with that person, or you should stay with that person, or you should get back with that person, or you should be loyal to this person. Like, what are you doing? That person was in like support. But now in this one, that's why I said I think you've got people who really are they're for something, and other people who it's just like, God, no matter what, you're just like so negative, right? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you what I think it is. I think it's because these people are not really happy themselves. And I mean, yeah, no, really, that's what I think it is. I think they're not happy themselves. No matter how well put together they seem like their life is, no matter how much money they have, no matter their status or whatever, why would they care so much? If you're not sitting here hurting anyone, and you're not trying to, and you really love someone and you really love yourself, why this thick, strong, powerful resistance to you? I don't get it. I really genuinely don't get it. Like, someone, okay, let's say this is someone's ex. I don't know if this is everyone's story, but let's say it's someone's ex. They may be telling the person who is wanting to be with you, or someone who's wanting to be with you again, or something like that. They may be saying, you know what? I don't like Scorpio or Crosswatcher. I don't want them around our kids because you had a past or something. Don't we all? Don't we all? Or because you did something, or because you cuss, or because maybe you are into spirituality and these people are religious, and so they're like, oh, my God, Scorpio. Like, there's something. I mean, you could literally be exactly what these people would approve of, and they would still find something. You hear my granddog? They would still find a reason to not let you in because she's wanting in my door. They just don't want you around. I think it's because you're a threat, to be honest. I think someone here sees you as a threat. Now, let's say this has nothing to do with romance, even though I think for the majority it is. Let's say this has to do with work or something, There could be people who, no matter what, like they do not want another person to hire you, or they don't want someone to hire you back, or they themselves won't hire you or won't hire you back, or whatever, or won't accept you back, or because, oh no. But it's honestly, it's because you're a threat. Really. What it really feels like to me is those who are so strongly against you see you as someone who knows yourself so well that you don't need them, and you get along to get along. Especially, I mean, you can get along with people, but when it comes to outside of things that you have to do, you're just not going to. You're okay with being independent, you're okay with being alone, you're okay with being by yourself, you know what I'm saying? And that's actually really frustrating for people who are codependent. People who are codependent don't like independent people at all. They find you to be offensive, you know? I'll tell you something. Let's say it's a friend situation and it's not romantic at all. Some of you could be the single friend, right? This is just examples. They don't have to be anything exact. You're the single friend. You've already stated that you don't want to be with anybody, or you're just waiting on the right one, you know, but you're not looking. You're living your life. And maybe this person, this friend of yours, or this new person you meet, whoever, they could be a friend, but they don't want to be because they have a person. And maybe their person said, oh, Scorpio's pretty, or Scorpio's handsome, or oh, Scorpio does that? Well, that's really cool. Oh, they don't have anybody? And I don't know, they showed some sort of interest, but it doesn't mean they were interested in you romantically. But how'd their partner take it? Well, because their partner might have a bit of low self-esteem, which we all have. It's understandable. Like, I totally get that. But now they're coming after your character, or now they don't want to be friends with you, or now they don't want you to be around when because they think their person wants you. And you're like, first of all, if you got to be like that, maybe you should rethink who you're with. And second of all, I don't want your person. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like somebody hates the attention you receive. Anyway, I'm gonna get off those people. I don't want to do that. Or they would hate that if you're around, you know, you won't kiss their ass. You'll be nice and cooperate, but you're not gonna kiss anybody's ass. You don't care about being accepted. You'll get along. You can act like an adult. You can be an adult, but you're not gonna kiss anybody's ass, you know? Why would you do that? Why would you kiss anyone's ass? You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. No. And that can really bother people. You know what I mean? Like, I guess you could say you're not fake. And that's offensive. So anyway, if this is romantic, which for the majority of you I think it is, somebody really loves you. They love you, they want to stay with you. They love you, they want to be with you. Or they love you and they want to get back with you. And I don't think they're going to let shit get in their way, to be completely honest with you. I don't think they're going to let shit get in their way, although ideally everyone could get along, or everyone could just accept each other. But I think this person's coming to the conclusion, if they're not, they will, where it's like, yeah, that's not going to happen. But when they realize that it's not because of you, you're not the reason, this is so specific, then they're going to see that it's like, you're not the one with the issues. You're not the one that every day talks about the others. You're not the one that even brings up the others. You're not the one saying, you know what, blah, blah, blah. Like, you leave it alone. You just focus on yourself. You focus on, I don't know, other things, your career, your spirituality, your children, your child, your pets, your this person, whoever, the relationship. I mean, whatever it is, you're not been out of shape. You know, when they start seeing that, they're going to realize what the real problem is. It's like the person who's the actual problem is calling the not problem the problem. But it's almost like it's backfiring, or it will, because it's putting more attention on them in a negative. To this person will see it. You know what I mean? If this isn't a work situation, same exact idea, same thing. It's like, wow, there must be something really good about this person, because you talk about them a whole hell of a lot, or you like find, like, you would think this person, you would think that you like killed somebody, or you done something egregious, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking awful. You would think you were an awful person. Like, I'm talking like, this is like some snakish behavior, like straight up. That's why I think I can't stop talking about it, although I very much would rather, because this is like some real bad, enemy type thing. I still don't think it's going to really affect you though, especially if I'm talking to someone here, unless this is all reversed or whatever. That doesn't mean anyone any harm, isn't doing anything duplicitous or shisty, has good intentions, isn't trying to manipulate or tear apart anything, or, you know, be sly or slick or sneaky or sticky in any way. As long as that's not, none of those situations are the case, it's just not going to work. You know what I mean? And some of you, it reminds me a little bit of Libra. If any of you have had a past, that's the only thing these people are holding on to. Like, yeah, but you know, so-and-so used to be in the industry. So-and-so used to sell. So-and-so used to use. So-and-so used to drink. So-and-so is a single parent. So-and-so's been divorced. I mean, it depends on who's talking, right? It depends on their beliefs and their brainwashing and their programming and what they think makes them feel better. So-and-so has no money. They have nothing going for themselves. Oh, so-and-so is a devil worshiper, even though you don't. So-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And the so-and-so would be you here, unless it's reversed or somebody else's message or whatever. But whoever I'm talking about here, that doesn't mean anybody any ill will. You see what I'm saying? Can't even catch my breath here. It's like they will not stop. Like, honestly, what, like, it's, I've seen this once before. I have seen this once before on, I mean, I've seen this several times before, but I've seen this more recently in, I think it was The Bachelor. There was a Bachelor season. I can't remember if it was like a year ago now or 2 years ago. I don't know. Anyway, don't hold me on this, but I know that it was a Bachelor season because there were women on it, and there was one girl who really, I just wanted to jump to the TV, to be completely, I can't even watch it. I haven't watched it since that because it was so annoying. I was like, I can't do this catty bullshit no more. I can't watch this fucking shit. Because I seriously, it brought out the anger in me. Like, I'm not kidding. I wanted to get in the TV like Samara from The Ring. I wanted to put my long ass hair into the TV and just crawl up in there and be like, you know what I mean? Shut the fuck up, bro. Because she was just, And for a while, she was like getting into his head, right? Because she was like, yeah, this girl, she's not here for the right reasons. And yeah, she told me. Yeah, she said she just wanted to be on here to be on television. She didn't really want to be with you. She just wanted you to do this for her. And she just wanted to, like, she's not really genuine or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, the fuck? Like, it was so clear to the outside viewer, at least to me. I was like, bro, you are so fucking jealous. You can't see straight. You wish you were her. Like, it was painfully, disgustingly, nauseatingly obvious. Okay? But he didn't see it at first. Anyway, he started to see it later on. Thank God dude had a brain. But it took him a minute. But eventually he saw, he was like, wait a second, why is she? So he got rid of her ass, the one that was like, yeah. Because sometimes that's what's up. If somebody's got a brain here, that's what will happen. They'll see. You're not the one. This girl that was being talked so much shit about, I'm talking, now, was she perfect? No. Is anybody? But she wouldn't bring up the other girl. She wouldn't try to find fault in the other girl. If you heard that was my grand dog, some of you were like, what the hell? She was just worried about trying to connect and have a relationship with him. But she was also a very different female than all the other ones. She wasn't like throwing herself at him. And she would also argue with him. Like, she was just not somebody that anybody else approved of. And so she was like the target. Everybody loved pissing on her and talking shit about her. And I'm like, God. I would quit. I'd fucking walk straight up out of that bitch. I'd be like, deuces. I don't even know why I'm on this bitch. But that's what they wanted her to do. Anyway, she ended up, it started getting to her a little bit, but she didn't end up, like, winning. I hate even saying it like that, but she didn't end up getting it in the end, which I think is good because I'm not sure there would have even been a match anyway. But it was just the idea, like, the reason I'm bringing that up is the idea here that people will stop at nothing sometimes when they know there's something in you. Like, first of all, the girl was acting like she cared so much, right, for him, and I just don't want you to get, you know, hurt at the end of this, because, girl, shouldn't you be focusing on your little relationship you're trying to establish with him, or that you already have with him, right? So this could be anybody. This could be someone's family member. This could be so. Shouldn't y'all be focusing on what y'all have and stop worrying about the fact that, like, I'm in their life, or, you know, like, why am I such a threat to you? Like, what is it really? It's giving, like, past life enemies here. It's giving, like, we got some unfinished something or another, but yet I'm unaware of it. like I feel nothing towards you. And sometimes that'll bother people. Like sometimes do you know how much, I'm sure you do. I get this a lot actually. Do you know how much you bother people when you are unbothered by the people? Do you know that'll make someone want to like off you? Like people will try to ruin your whole fucking life when they can't get to you. When they can't get to you, when they can't make you cry, when they can't ruin your life, when they can't hurt you. That's like some of the worst people ever. They will take it to the ends of the earth. Like they will take it as far as they have to take it and ultimately destroy themselves. They exist. It happens every day and you've got it. If this message is yours. I hope it's not anybody's. But yeah. Like wow. Wow. And it's a lot of it is projection. Like I want them to see everything that's in you and you and you and you. And it's like, okay, well now we're gonna turn the mirror on you. What are your true intentions? You know what I mean? Let's focus a little bit on you now that you're done shitting on fucking Scorpio over here, or Crosswatcher. So anyway, for those of you that this resonates with, you've got somebody here who's like, man, I don't think it would hurt you at all to know this person doesn't like you. It feels like one main one, but it feels like a couple of them. Because of course they got their little posse and their friends and the other family members they talk to and whatever. But yeah, I don't think it would bother you at all because you would rather know who's fake than think that someone's genuine with you and then you realize they're not. You know, so yeah. It feels like a family feud to me. It feels more like family or in-laws or friend type thing, or even a work situation for some, you know, and exes, if that's even applicable. Yeah. Now, I'm going to just throw this out there. It's not for everybody, but it's coming to me right now. Someone here, let's say anyone's dating anyone here, getting to know somebody. Let's say you have a guy. We'll say it like that. Say you have a guy and he's still friends with his ex, okay? Meaning, in their mind, they can still be friends. That's not for me to judge. It's not for me to, that's what they say. They say they're not sexually doing anything, that whatever, that's for them. I don't know nothing. All I'm saying is, let's say they're not. And they believe that even though they dated and had sex for however long they dated and banged it out all the time, that they are only friends. They see each other only as friends. They believe it, okay? And if that's the case, that's the case. Let's say he's still like, they're like, that's his best friend, right? He tells her everything. She tells him everything. He tells her he's interested in you. He tells her he wants to start seeing you. He wants to pursue you, wants to get back with you, wants to stay with you, whoever it is, right? It feels more like a new thing, though. And this girl, the ex, who's his bestie now, apparently she still has feelings for him, although she's claiming that they're just friends or whatever, and maybe she didn't even really want him until he really started to fall in love with you. That's just an example. And yeah, she may say, pick like every little thing, because he's opened up to her. He believes she's his friend, you know? But she really doesn't want this guy to be happy or to actually move on, because she gets some sort of benefit out of being friends with him, right? Like, you know, he buys her things, or he'll be there when she has issues with who she's with or who she talks to or whatever, anything, you know? So, you know, maybe he's talked to people before you and she just was like cool and gung-ho for it, because she could tell, like, oh, there's nothing there. He's not gonna. But when you came on the scene, it's like, uh-oh, he could marry you. He could really fall in love with you. You're like, wow, you're like, I don't know, better than me. They see you as better than them. And you're not even thinking like that, but they are. And so they may try to convince this person, maybe they have been, maybe they will. This could be something that will happen. They'll try to get in their head a little bit, and it might work for a minute, and then they're going to be like, are you trying to like stop me? You know? So yeah. That's what I'm getting for this message. Oh, wow, I went over. This is super specific. I feel like I need to do a bonus for you. I'm definitely going to do one for Libra, because that was very specific as well. So whenever we get that out, we'll see. But this is what I got for this one. It's not saying anything bad against you. I don't even care what your past is. I don't care if you're watching this and you were like, you always lived in the straight and narrow, and you had your P's and Q's, and you have the most money and the biggest house, or if you were a knight You were a lady of the night or a man of the night, and I don't care who you are right now. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. How far you've come. If you were an addict before and now you're sober, I don't give a shit. Coming from a former addict, I commend you. Okay, like I commend you. But this type of person would use they'll weaponize your past against you to discredit who you are now, okay? Now, if you haven't lived like that, that's fine, but if you have that type of shit right there, you see what I'm saying? Or if you're divorced or whatever, that this type of person will use that against you to discredit you and to say that you're not different now. You've not changed. See what I mean? But it's a crock of shit, because clearly. But anyway, I don't see you getting bent out of shape about it. Like, that's how self-confident you are. That's how confident you are. That's how much self-love you have. You're like, look, if you're going to believe that, then I don't want you. If you're gonna let that like stop us or get in the way, like I just don't want to deal with that, you know what I mean? So like I just don't see it getting to you. I mean, maybe sometimes, especially if it's someone you are with currently, I see family drama, maybe it getting to you sometimes, but obviously, especially if it's consistent, like all the time. But for the most part, like anyone who's paying attention here would be able to see the truth. Your least concern is what someone else has got going on in their life. You're just trying to continue to grow yourself and get yourself together, or keep yourself together and take care of your responsibilities. Love those you love. Love your family. Love your child, your children if you have any. Love your pets, your pet if you have any. You know what I mean? Like, go to work, go to sleep, take care of yourself. That's it. So I'm going to go now. I think it's time to go. I have alarms going off everywhere. There's an alarm going off on this one now. So thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.